Well, hey gang, it's Karen, and it's been a hot minute since I filmed back on the on the back porch. I needed to sit down and talk to you guys about something. I'm a little late getting this posted, but it's something I wanted to talk about. So, you guys know that I don't. Maybe you don't know, but I'll tell you. I'm not big on like sponsored videos and a lot of products and items that are available to us when we are following a very low carbohydrate diet. There are a lot of things out there. There are a lot of supplement companies. There are a lot of electrolyte companies. There are a lot of all sorts of things that are out there. And several over the last couple of years that I've had my channel have approached me, and I have only ever agreed to review and promote one, that one being Keto Chow. I, having met Chris and Miriam personally and getting to know them and their vision and their product and their people, like Lynette is amazing. I can't help but feel passionate about it because they are such awesome people and they really are trying their best to find ways to help the community and give them options, not just as far as like Keto Chow with the actual like replacement shakes, but also they have a lot of supplements, which you guys might not know. They have, of course, their daily mineral drops that Dr. Barry helped create, so that's a good option. They have electrolyte capsules, they have magnesium capsules and drops, they have fasting drops, they have a lot of different really clean quality supplements that I really appreciate. Of those, I have used the electrolyte capsules and the magnesium capsules. I take the magnesium capsules every single day before I go to bed. I take 2. And I once I started doing that, I'm sorry, I'm like stuttering a little. Once I started doing that, my deep sleep increased by about 40 to 50% every night by adding in magnesium before bed. So that is something that I really, really do appreciate. I believe in them. I believe in their vision. That said, the makers of Keto Chow have also created a new product. They created the salty product, which is their version of stick pack electrolytes that are different flavors and options. So what I've had a couple weeks to kind of play around with these and taste the different flavors and see kind of what I think, to be able to give you guys a thought out review of the item. I have chosen today to do this because I actually have kind of come down with the crud. It is nothing serious. It's just, I'm assuming just like a seasonal cold or something. I've just got the crud. So I'm not feeling great. I'm not running a fever, but I've just got like all of the congestion and the runniness and the sinus stuff and all of the, that comes with this time of year and getting sick, like it happens. So I woke up this morning just like immediately feeling not awesome. And it's my day off, which is kind of a bummer to wake up not feeling awesome. So the last couple of weeks I have been, in addition to my own homemade electrolytes that I typically use, I have been using 1, sometimes 2 of the salty electrolyte packets each day. When I've been using them, I have been making them in a 16-ounce bottle of water, mainly because then I can take it with me and have it at work. So like I have several of the packets in my bag, and while I'm at work, I will make one. As a result, I've done that so that out of convenience, I can make sure that I'm getting my electrolytes at work, because I tend to get sidetracked and not remember to do these things. So basically I have 2 water bottles a day at work with me, and usually 1, sometimes both. I will add one of the stick packs of salty. I have used this time to taste the different flavors. and try and kind of get some feedback on the flavors. I also have used this time to kind of try to differentiate this brand from LMNT, which is extremely popular in both the keto and carnivore communities, and in my personal opinion, not a product that I use because I don't like it. The flavors and everything with LMNT are good, but there are reasons, and I'm not being a hater. Like, if you like it, cool. But I am perpetually irritated by every single video from every one of all of the really great people within the community that peddle LMNT. I don't know, it's annoying, and I can't tell you how many I've unsubscribed from just because I get so sick of every single video having like a 45-second or 60-second spot for LMNT. Talk about yourselves and your own journey and what you're doing that's awesome, and skip it. I know that they pay good money for those sponsorships, for you to peddle their product in the videos. I get it, because that was something that was presented to me, and I chose not to do it because I don't care for the product. But I also recently went through some email correspondence and everything with them after reading on Reddit that their product, that the flavored LMNT packs have maltodextrin. And as someone who has reversed my type 2 diabetes, maltodextrin is one of those ingredients that I do avoid. There are artificial sweeteners out there that I tolerate really, really well. So things like, liquid stevia and sucralose and aspartame. Like, I can drink diet sodas and things like that with no problem. But maltodextrin, when it's added to things, absolutely jacks up my blood glucose. So it's one of those things I just always avoid. So after reading it, actually, I originally saw it in a couple of Facebook groups where people were asking about it. And then I went on to Reddit, read several comments about it. So I emailed the company and I asked them. And sure enough, they do include maltodextrin in all of the flavored packets of LMNT. They do not put it on the ingredient label because it is considered part of natural flavors, because it falls under the generally recognized as safe list of ingredients that do not have to be disclosed, which I find to be lacking in transparency and shady AF, considering that the majority of people in this community have metabolic issues and really should avoid maltodextrin. So I think that that's crap. So anyway, I'll share that at the end of this video. It's also on my Instagram, but I'll include the screenshots of my email conversation back and forth with them. But that said, part of this was sparked because when I got the packet of the variety pack of the salty flavors, it specifically said on there no maltodextrin. And so I was like, okay, like, I didn't know anything had maltodextrin. So the way that it is described is having, let's see, all of the different flavors, and it looks like they all have anywhere between 178 to 182 milligrams of magnesium. They all have like 968 to 969 milligrams of sodium, and all between 415 and 421 milligrams of potassium. So we've got all of our typical electrolytes, right? It is keto friendly, vegan, paleo, dairy free, gluten free, soy free, and maltodextrin free. So the flavors that come in the variety pack, it's a 30 pack. The one that I received is the one called All of the Things. So it's kind of a combo of flavors. They do have one called Clean Slate that is completely plain with just the electrolytes and no flavor and no sweeteners. But they also have several different flavors in the packet. So as far as your fruit flavors, you have Mondo Melon, Citrus Splash, Stoked Mango, Booyah Berry, Zesty Orange, and Endless Summer. And then they also have two flavors that work really well hot, especially like in a cup of coffee. They have Coco Loco, which is just like a nice chocolate, like just a typical cocoa flavor that you would add to coffee. You could also do it like in some warm milk or like almond milk or something like that. That would be like super tasty, like a hot cocoa. And then there's also a caramel vibes. Those are both super tasty too. I've tried them both in coffee, like in hot coffee. That's the only way I've tried them. But at this point I have tried all of the flavors. What I do enjoy about these, just to give kind of my feedback, I know that this is getting lengthy because of my little rant about LMNT. But what I do like about these is I use, most of the time, I like to drink room temperature water and not ice cold water. But I open it up, I dump it in there, despite that little bit of space that's in there, and shake it up. It dissolves with no clumping, no weirdness, no anything like that. They are all colorless, so they all just kind of look like cloudy water like this. All of the ones that I have used in water. And the flavor is really good. Like, they are salty, but I am used to drinking my own homemade electrolytes that are pretty salty, so I don't find it to be too salty at all. This one is the Zesty Orange, which to me it smells like orange Kool-Aid, but it is definitely like, I feel like it does taste similar to like a orange Gatorade or something, but it actually has a little bit of a flavor like Tang. I don't know if y'all remember Tang from like your childhood, but it's got a little bit of a flavor of Tang. So this is one of the flavors that I do really, really, really like. My favorite, which I find to be kind of crazy, my very favorite is the Stoked Mango, which I typically hate everything mango. I don't like mangoes themselves, and I don't like any mango flavored things that I have tried in the past. I've just never been a big fan. But that is my favorite flavor by far in the pack. Followed pretty closely by the Zesty Orange and the Mondo Melon. Those are definitely my three favorite like top picks. They are all super tasty. I do have two flavors that came in this particular packet that I loathe. And guys, like, I love these people, so I'm not trying to be like a negative Nancy here, but I don't like them. Both of these flavors I have tried twice each, and I have dumped them out both times. So I really wanted to like the Citrus Splash because lemon lime things are my favorite. Like lemonade, lemon lime, that's like my normal go-to favorite flavor. But it's that lemon type flavor that almost comes across like a cleaner. I just really, really don't care for it. The Endless Summer is much the same. It's supposed to be like a strawberry lemonade, so it has that same kind of like chemically lemon taste to it. Those two, I could absolutely go the rest of my life without ever smelling or trying again. They're not what I wanted them to be. But the other flavors, the berry, the mango, the melon, and the orange, and the caramel and the cocoa, but they're all absolutely tasty. And they do have different variety packs that you can get, and you can also just order the flavors, or just order the plain one. The Clean Slate is plain. But yeah, I wanted to kind of show you guys and let y'all know that I did try it. I know some of y'all appreciate my opinion on these things. Some of you don't. That's okay too. But I really like these guys, and I wanted to kind of give as honest of a review of their product as I could, in order to be sure that I am being honest and practical and get that information out there. You know, I don't make money by doing this. This is just, you know, sometimes I'm one of the people that gets kind of the first crack at these products to be able to relay it to the world, especially like the keto and carnivore world. So I just really, I really love these guys. Cost-wise, I think the cost is very, very close to LMNT. So I don't think that it's, you know, a steal or cheaper or more expensive, anything like that. I think that they're very comparable as far as price goes. But I do appreciate it. You know, no sugar, no dye, no citric acid, no maltodextrin, no fillers. So, you know, I'm all about people being able to know exactly what's in the things that they're consuming, and they are being really transparent over at Salty, my friends at Keto Chow, with the product that they have made and are giving out to people. So I definitely recommend giving it a try. From some of the other reviews I've seen, other people really like the Endless Summer and the Citrus Splash, so you can't just take my word for it. Those, you know, maybe something that you'll absolutely love, but especially that mango, oh, guys, that one's the best. So yeah, if you are you know, seeing anything about these, I'm sure you're probably seeing like some ads in your Instagram or Facebook feeds and that kind of thing. Give them a shot. I think it's definitely worth the time and the investment to give them a try, especially if you're looking for a pre-made electrolyte or stick pack electrolyte that you can use as far as taking to work with you or to the gym or whatever it is that you're doing, where you need that convenience of transport. To give it a go. And right now, because I have the crud, I have had now, this is my third that I have made today. I've had 2 full ones so far today, and I'm sipping on this one just because, knowing that I'm, you know, got the runny nose and the stuffiness and everything, I know I need to be hydrating. And I'm not intentionally fasting, but I don't have an appetite, so I am making sure that I'm staying super hydrated and keeping my electrolytes in check since I'm not feeling great. And that's what I'm going to continue doing until it feels like it passes. So that's kind of what made me think, like, I need to go ahead and talk about this because it's definitely coming in handy for me today. So that's that. I rambled long enough. I hit 17 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. So I will see y'all soon. I'm working on some meal prep too. That'll be in another video. But yeah, that's all. I'll see y'all soon. Toodles.